Hey guys, we are going to be painting today. This is going to be a challenging but rewarding painting when we're all finished. And we'll see our individual masterpieces. But before we do anything else, I want to introduce some friends from 702 Sports on the sideline. We are going to be on their show. Yeah. You know, when you're here, you're family. Okay, give it up for April, guys.
Welcome to 702 Sports on the Sideline, produced and created by Creation for Cause and proud partners of the Clark County School District and BGC Sports Network. Yeah, and today is a really special day because we are here at the Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada, and I have right here the man, the myth, and the miracle and the legend, Mr. Peter and his lovely wife, Belinda Whittingham. Now, the Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada is at 6960 O'Bannon Drive. You can't miss it. Great place to be. Now, America, let me tell you also about Mr. Whittingham. He is not only a great man, he's the executive director and chair of the board of the Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada. That is his title, executive director. Let's get it right. And his beautiful wife right here, Belinda, is the director of events and activity planning. But guess what? We also have special guests. We have other families from the organization that will be here with us. Yay! And they are coming in segment 2. But also, we also have to let you know we are bringing awareness to inclusion. And that's the thing. That inclusion, where no one get left out, and then is the seed of love. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. But first, we want to go ahead and start off with some great sports. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Let me not forget the great man that I met, Mr. Mark Lenoir. We have him. He is from Indiana. I'm from the Midwest, from Chicago. So he's a Colts fan. And we also got to talk about something about that great Colts team. Do we not?
That's right. One of the best, the Indianapolis Colts.
So let's go right into the recap, the NCAA recap. First of all, JP.
Good to be back.
There's Riley. There's One Leg Willie over there. We got Plasma Pete.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here at the Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada. This is so exciting.
Yeah.
And we have Barry the Bear. Where you at, Barry?
Where's Barry? Over here. Barry.
And Disco Baller.
Hi, everybody. I just want to make sure that you all get your camera time just like me, so I expect you all to pass the mic sooner or later. Hey!
Well, first of all, you know, everybody know in America it's been so hot out here, right? How hot has it been? It's been so hot
So hard.
that we need something in the water, right? Water's a big thing, right?
Yeah.
What is in the water with UNLV?
UNLV 2-0 for the first time.
UNLV. They went down to Houston and beat a team. UNLV was the underdog. UNLV hasn't been good since Pastor Randall Cunningham, my pastor, Pastor Randall Cunningham of Remnant Ministries, was their quarterback in the 80s. God bless Randall Cunningham and his daughter who just came back from the Olympics in Paris. And I know she did some good. I got to go to church and talk to him about it. But look, UNLV beat Houston last week. Right, we talked about that. But then it went. Yes, that is the school my son's attending. Graduating this year, he's a senior. Rebels!
And Sophia is a graduate from UNLV as well.
Oh, Sophie, you didn't tell me? Oh, yeah! Sophie, why you hold that out on me? Wow! That is great. I didn't even know that.
There for their program down there, which is Project Focus, which caters to the needs of persons with disability, intellectual development disability, and they have a fantastic program.
Wow, I didn't even know that. See, now I gotta talk to my son about that program when I go home.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, but back to the game, they put up a record, America, 700 yards of total offense. UNLV football team has never put up a record. JP looked that up. Thank you for finishing out the score before I get some comments from him. They won the game 72-14. 72, everybody.
And it's cool too. They said the receiver, their star receiver Ricky White, said they had set as a team a goal to score 70 points. So to go out there and do that,
wow,
that's incredible.
And speaking of Ricky White, who I met last year at the Boise game, they took a loss on championship game, but he could have went to the pros last year. Guess what? He scored 3 touchdowns in the first quarter and did not play the rest of the game. That's incredible. Well, let's go to a team where my man JP is from Detroit. Like, as you see the shirt here, he rocks Go Blue with Michigan. And we talked about the game. I like Michigan, but JP was leaning towards Texas.
Yeah, and you know, I thought they would lose, but I was hoping I was hoping Michigan would win, but I expected 10 to 14 points, but Michigan got whooped from the start to the end.
From the start, 31
it wasn't
to
even
12.
as close as the score, really. So.
31 to 12, and I heard that touchdown that Michigan scored was like in the last minutes of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was rough.
I mean, talk about rough. So, but then one thing that me and JP did talk about last week, America, that I know, that I got knowledge of, hey, Michigan, who won the title last year, lost 17 players. I didn't know that. 17 players to the NFL, so they're in a as you would say, regrouping.
And
right?
then the other thing, I can't remember if we talked about it last week, but I mean, you need a good quarterback in college football. You need it even in the pros, but definitely in college football. If you don't have a good quarterback, it's gonna be a struggle. And so far, Michigan just hasn't had, J.J. McCarthy the last 3 years has played a lot of football, almost, lost almost no games in 3 years, and then now he went to the pros. So, and it's just all the teams in college football have that to deal with. And Texas's quarterback looked great, so
right.
but no excuse.
Really good.
Yeah, he looked really good, and Texas is, going to be one of those teams at the end that's going to be.
Everybody
they lost.
Texas.
They lost in the finals last year. In the quarterfinals. So.
Oh, that's right. They lost to Washington.
That's turnover is going to be expected in college football and in all sports, right? So Texas had the same issue. There's some guys they didn't have last year. Texas is just, luckily has experience in the right areas, and they look great.
So you know what? I think we're gonna look more into Texas and BGC Sports Network down there in Texas, right? And Oklahoma that listens to us. Hook 'em horns. Looking like Vegas gonna be hooking some horns around here lately, okay? I won't be going against the grain no more.
And I want to mention this too. We said this a few weeks ago, and it's kind of weird, right? This year is a different year in college football. Now with the expanded playoffs, 12 team, it used to be a game like this. Somewhat, if you lost early in the year, if you had a bad loss, you might be hard to make the playoffs, right? And I'm not saying Michigan's gonna do that, but we got to remember that each week is like these teams that lose these games, especially if it's top 10 teams, are still right there, right? There's a lot of football to be played in, 12 team playoff now. So
you're right about that. See, that's one thing that we will always be specifying on 702 Sports. It is a 12-game playoff, so there are going to be like quarterfinals and semifinals, just to get to the final, right? So speaking of upsets, there was a humongous upset. Notre Dame lost to a MAC school.
Yeah.
My hometown, Illinois State, Northern Illinois, beat Notre Dame 16-14.
That's surprising.
And that was, it was great because the head coach of Notre Dame, he had accountability and he owned up to it, right? But it was great to see the Northern Illinois coach, which I'm sorry I don't have his name. The brother was crying in tears. And I just love emotion. You know what I mean? When it comes to like having a Christmas gift happen in September.
And I think, Notre Dame had a big game last week and they won, a late game Saturday night.
Texas
They played
A&M.
at Texas A&M. They beat Texas A&M. And that just shows you got to be ready every week to play in college football, right?
You have to
You
be
can't,
ready.
look ahead. Every game, those kind of games can happen where you get beat back. Everybody's thinking, oh, Notre Dame might be part of those 12, and that's a tough loss. Not saying they can't recover, but that's a certain
loss.
yeah, that's a loss they can't really afford.
But let's just see, like I'm kind of predicting if you lose maybe 4 games, it's going to be hard. They're giving a lot of slack this year, to college football with the 12 game, but it's just more football, college football to see that we can all enjoy during the holiday season.
Absolutely.
And that's what drives the ratings up. That's why we need you to go ahead and check 702 Sports on all social media so we can get our ratings up. Yeah! Yeah! Go to all your social media platforms, please.
702 Sports, yeah.
So, I got it. So now we're gonna go to a slight NFL recap where the hometown Raiders, they took a loss that I thought they were gonna win. I thought they were gonna beat the Chargers. The Chargers, brand new coach, quarterback I thought wasn't gonna play, but a lot of veterans on offense left to other teams. Well, the Raiders were winning at one point. I went and went to the bathroom and grabbed the chicken wing, and next thing you know, they were down 22-10.
But
22-10.
you're not going to win a lot of NFL games if you only score 10 points. Their offensive line struggled. I think those 3 turnovers, or maybe not early, but I think Minshew turned the ball over 3 times.
Wow. That's what happened when I went to go get them chicken wings. I gotta stop eating chicken wings, but I gotta stay focused on the Raiders.
Zamir
I
White.
think it's okay though. it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And I think that was strong.
Yeah.
It's tough to play on the road, but they've got a lot of things that they can correct. But Adams only had, I think, 50, 60 yards offense.
That's not good. Adams,
You got to get your playmakers
you
involved.
got to get the playmakers involved. One thing about Adams, he is on a thin wire. Remember last year, he was talking about leaving. So we're gonna say big ups, Coach Pierce. We love you over here at 702 Sports. I know you can make a change. You were a Super Bowl winning linebacker for the New York Giants. So I know you know how to make change. Let's go to this game. This was an awesome game. Awesome. Quarterback Khalid Williams, Heisman Trophy quarterback from 2 years ago, right? Had big expectations. They got down to the tight. Bears were at home. They were favorite. They got down. And guess what? The boys from Black and Blue are back. They messed around and won the game 24-17. Had 2 defensive touchdowns.
Yep, wasn't much on Williams. Didn't even have 100 yards offense.
They had no offense, Mr. Mark. No offense.
Yeah.
And the Bears won. They looked like the 09 Bears.
Yeah.
Right? When they went to the Super Bowl to play who? Your
Indianapolis Colts. Yeah.
and who won the game? Coach. So the Bears won.
Perry was there, right? Perry?
No, Refrigerator Perry was there back in '83.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm thinking.
Hey, but thank you for acknowledging the hometown Bears. I appreciate that. So 24-17, they won. Not a lot of offense. So at least one thing that happened good, that Khalid Williams said, the team didn't turn the ball over. And that's big for a rookie quarterback. Didn't turn it over. Bears offense had to lean on the defense, right? So I'm looking really, really forward to the next Bear game, and we will talk about that in the preview in the 3rd segment. But the last game, we got to give a blowout to you, right? Okay, Dak Prescott got the bag. He got the bag. He got that bag, right? Where's that bag at? There it is. He got the cash bag. He got it what he wanted with his contract. And guess what? The against Deshaun Watson.
Your
Your Cowboys, Riley.
Yep.
Can I get it? Let's go Cowboys. Let's go, Mama.
Let's go, Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. They went and punched the Browns in the mouth.
Yeah, that was surprising me.
33
I
to
thought
17.
Cleveland's defense would play better than it did, but the Cowboys were just rolling.
But one thing I found out, I'm going to give you the skinny to the game. I found out about it, and it really touched my heart. People didn't see it, but my friend told me. Quarterback Deshaun Watson, he lost his father 2 days prior. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But found out Deshaun Watson lost his father, and you can see it on the sideline. He didn't have any emotion or nothing towards the game. And when I heard that news, I looked at it in the fourth quarter, and I felt really sad for him because of all the things that he had went through being a quarterback with the Texans and stuff like that. So it's just like, it really hurt me. Sometimes it's not about the game. It's not, especially when you're mourning. So Deshaun Watson, God bless you, and hope you have a better game come next week.
His body was there, but his mind wasn't.
Exactly.
But, can't take anything away from the Cowboys. As much as I don't necessarily like Dallas, they look good. They look great. So their offense was rolling out all cylinders. Their defense played. Micah Parsons, is a beast.
Okay.
So. But you really can't really emphasize on week one. Sometimes, cause a lot of fans were booing Deshaun Watson, right? Talking about get off the field, but you know what? When it comes to organization and paying that guy all that money, you have to wait until week 4 to make an evaluation. But look, I just got a sign in the sky that says that we have to wrap this up. Segment 1. But come back to us for segment 2, because we have these beautiful people to talk to from the Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada. We will be talking to Mr. Peter Whittingham and his wife, Belinda Whittingham.
And
All the members and family. Yeah. Come back. Come join the show. Thank you. Thank you for coming back to 702 Sports on the Sideline. Produced and created by Creation for Cause and proud partners of the Clark County School District and BGC Sports Network. And now we are here at the Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada. And I want to pass this segment. Come on, Lowy producer. Niece.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, give it up.
What's up, guys? It's a neat 702 Sports on the Sideline Creation for Cause. We are here at the Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada. We are super excited to be here this week. We actually joined them last week for their art class, which was an art party. We had a blast. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But I am here with their executive director, Peter Whittingham, and his beautiful wife, Belinda, who is director of community engagement over here. How are you guys doing today?
Wonderful. It's good to have 702 Sports on the sideline, in the house. Give it up, guys.
Thank you so much for having us today.
Before we go any further, I want to also recognize our members as well. Give it up for all our members.
Guys, give yourself a big pat on the shoulder. We're super excited to have you guys today on the show. Every time we come here or talk to these guys, we're just blown away by the energy and the excitement and how friendly everybody is. So tell us about your programs here.
Okay, so this is an organization that is 37 years old. A lot of people don't know, but we have been serving the Southern Nevada community for the past 37 years. Founded by a family who really wanted to provide services for members of the Down syndrome community. And they came together, 3 families, and over the years it has evolved into what is now the primary advocate organization for persons with Down syndrome in particular, and in general, the intellectual development
IDD.
community. So give it up for Down syndrome and all.
Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada, guys! Yeah! Oh my gosh, these guys have about 10 huge programs here. One of them we talked briefly about with the art class that we took last week. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but you also do sports and activities here.
Yes, this is an organization. We call it a place of learning and laughter, and so we cover the gamut of impactful programs, but also in terms of movements, physical sport. We partner with Special Olympics, the Miracle League, and a number of other organizations, and they provide programs that we sponsor our members to attend these programs. Of course, we also have our recreational bowling league. Give it up for bowling league, guys.
Bowling.
We have a very active bowling program. We have more than 100 that just signed up for our session just a couple of weeks ago on Thursdays and Fridays. That is wonderful. So in addition to recreational program, also we have to mention our dance program. Hey guys, give it up for our dance.
Oh, who's got the moves over here? Who's got the dance moves? Give it. What?
Matt.
We're gonna have to have it so trained,
Matt, this is a family show. This is a family show.
Rock it out, man. Rock it out.
So our partner in our dancing program is Straight Up Abilities, which is a well-known program out of Los Angeles, and they have an extension program here in Las Vegas, and we are their primary partners here in Las Vegas. We have gone to Los Angeles to do joint performances, and so they also do performances at some of our primary fundraising events. For example, last year they were at our Festival of Trees and Lights. Give it up for the Festival of Trees and Lights, guys.
Which is coming up in November, guys.
Coming up again in November, we will be honoring our disability rights advocate, Linda Simit, who is known throughout the state and the country as one of the foremost advocates for the disability community. Give it up for Linda. Give it up.
Smith. We love Linda Smith. We love Linda. We actually met Linda Smith a couple years ago at Opportunity Village at the Count-Elect Gala, and she ended up nominating Riley and I for the Caregivers Award. So
Wonderful.
we went. I got to go to lunch with her and talk to her a lot, and she's really opened a lot of doors and for us and opened my mind to so many things I never even thought of.
Her organization, Christopher Simit Foundation, is a wonderful thing to support parents and caregivers for the disability community. And oftentimes, the parents and caregivers are often overlooked, but she ensures that the work that they do is well recognized and appreciated. One more time, give it up for Linda.
We love you, Linda
Yes,
Smith, if
Linda.
you're watching this.
Wonderful.
Linda, hats off. Whoops, and it's stuck.
Wonderful. So I have to talk about some of our other programs as well. In addition to our recreational movement programs, we do some wonderful things here at this organization. As you walk in and enter the Helix Electric General Purpose Room, you will see a mirror on the wall talks about sky is the limit. And it is there for a purpose, because as much as our community oftentimes seen as limited because of their diagnosed disability, we want to make sure as they walk through this door, they too can say the sky is the limit. Give it up, give it up, give it up.
Sky's the limit, guys. Sky's the limit.
For our members. And some of the programs that we have for our members to ensure that they can learn and make use of all of the tools in society so that they too can feel included. We talk about inclusion. This is a place that is rooted in inclusion. Give it up for inclusion. Give it up for inclusion. And so some of the impactful programs that we have, we talk about the need to self-advocate. And how do we do that? We do that by being able to speak, advocate for ourselves. So we have our public speaking program, we have our reading clinic, we have our computer lab program, because so many times, so often our members are locked out of the digital space. And so we are determined to make sure that they are provided with the skills, knowledge, and information so that they too can access information online to enhance their knowledge about the things that we often take for granted as everybody. So those are just a few of the programs, of course. And again, the intention is to make sure that all our programs are rooted in our core pillars. Everything that we do is geared towards preparing our members in terms of education, employment, and independent living. Those are the core pillars of this organization. Every member who walks in this door are exposed to an environment where they can maximize their potential in those areas. Give it up one more time for DSOSN. And so, I want to introduce my partner and friend from the. Let her tell you all about the organization. Yes.
Wrong partner. We got Staci Frazier.
I want to talk about Staci first. No, I want to talk about Staci first. We're going to talk about Mark. We're going to talk about Mark.
Yes.
I want Staci to.
We got to get Staci. So we were talking off camera. Staci, welcome to the
I appreciate it. Put me on the spot. I'm Staci Frazier. I own Milestone Family Solutions. We are a premier care center for children with all abilities and all needs. There are not many care centers out there that will accept our children that we accept, and so when I first moved here, I was a big advocate for the IDD community. I wound up meeting Peter at a Real Autism Difference walk, and it was from there.
A professional love at first sight.
Absolutely. And very fast friends. I'm extremely grateful to have been offered a space in the building. Last year we moved in. Milestone has been in business for 6 years. Again, caring for all school-age children. We also partner with many community organizations like Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada, Real Autism Difference. We provide respite, resources. I love to partner with their events. The Buddy Walk, the Gala was wonderful. And we also sponsor a Toys for Tots toy giveaway in December. So it's a huge giveaway event that we will be having here.
And before I have Mark say a few words, this is maybe a good time to make it clear that in spite of our name, the Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada, our membership and services extend to include other members in our IDD community, including autism. In fact, our autism membership population is growing leaps and bounds, and we are a collective. Like I said, inclusion is centered and rooted in all that we do. And so, as much as we are known as a Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada, I want to make sure that it is very well known, fully appreciated, that our membership and services extend to include all members of the intellectual developmental disability community. And now it's time to hear from my friend Mark Lenoir.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'll just say I love to participate with the Down Syndrome Organization. It's one of the most amazing organizations in the state of Nevada and probably across the country. I've seen so many kids come out of here, adults smiling and happy. It's a fun, positive environment, and I encourage everybody to support this organization.
Thank you so very much. Talk about support. What can you do to support the Down Syndrome Organization? One of our primary supporting partners is Helix Electric. Helix Electric is one of our longtime supporters and friend. Victor is just a wonderful guy, and the entire team from Helix Electric has been a supporter of this organization and others. And so I want to make sure we mention them as one of our primary supporters. Of course, Southwest Medical is also another wonderful partner to support us. What can you do to help the Down Syndrome Organization? As far as our members are concerned, give them an opportunity. You will be surprised as an employer, what our members can do. So give them an opportunity to be employed as an intern, apprentice, and then upgrade from there in your business establishment. Make sure that you recognize, acknowledge, and include our members. In spite of their disability, you will be surprised, if not inspired, when you give them a chance to simply be included in your conversation. You'll be surprised how you will be, as I have, been inspired just to be around our members. So include our members, recognize them, acknowledge them, appreciate them, and give them a chance to play a role in our society. And I think we will all be better off for it. Give it up for our support.
Give it up for yourself. Now, does anyone here in our audience, Sophia, I know you're going to talk. Does anybody here, or a couple of you guys, want to come over and talk about what the Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada has done for you? Both of you guys, come, both of you.
What about the parents? What about the parents?
What about the parents too? Let's hear everybody over here.
Veronica, come over here and talk to us. Veronica. Oh.
Yay! It's super important to have the parents get on just as much as the clients. We love to hear about the growth of this community and how we, as members of the community, can help it grow even further. So here, I'm passing the mic, guys. Pass the mic.
Let's hear from Veronica. Talk about your experience with the Down Syndrome Organization over the past couple of years, especially Veronica, please.
Well, as Peter said, we've been involved since Matthew was a baby, since he was 2 years old. Matthew is 39,
Wow.
so he's been involved since he was 2. So we have seen it grow from a baby to where we are today. So it involves our whole week of what are we doing with the Down Syndrome Organization, whether it's art, or whether it's music, whether it's preparing for a play, whether it's preparing for the Buddy Walk, or preparing for the Festival of Trees and Lights. So it really it's our part of our life, part of our our activities. We look forward to the Cool 21s events that we do. There's always fun. There's always fun to be had.
What's your favorite event, Matt? Of all the things that you do here at the Down Syndrome Organization, what is your favorite?
My favorite was I loved the cooking class.
Cooking class.
The cooking class. Oh, wow. Thanks, Matt. I didn't even mention the cooking class, but thanks, Matt. Yes.
Oh my gosh, now what did you make?
Nachos.
No,
Yeah, wonderful.
Mom's nachos. You make you nachos? Did you bring them home? Yes. You did. Nice. Nice.
Actually, me and Brad are going to charge for cooking once anyway. So we're doing a lot. And then the cooking ones want to do like the birthdays or for the sports watching football, Super Bowl party. And then we did the July Christmas thing.
Oh, July. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
He's talking about an event that we did here, which is that's just off the chart. We celebrated Christmas in July, where we have a number of our members just donate items. We had prizes and gifts stacked to the ceiling. On one of these days, we came out here and have a party as we opened gifts, as if it was in Christmas. It was
That's
so
awesome.
And then in the play, the cast called the Lion King. So
Okay.
we're in it.
So we didn't even mention that. Thanks, Matt. I really appreciate your backup, because one of our most popular programs, and of course we talk about the art class. The art class you have to see where our members get together. A lot of them have no idea about art, but they leave here on Wednesdays with a masterpiece after they have finished art class. But he's talking about our performing arts program. Again, it just simply blows your mind. I have seen parents who have sat in that audience and they are in tears, surprised at how their children can perform. We work with an organization that helps us to prepare our members, and we have 2 major events per year. One is a stage play. The last one was Lion King, and like I said, we had a full house with our supporters from Opportunity Village. It was held at Opportunity Village. We had a wonderful turnout, over 250 family friends in the audience. And we also have, coming up in the winter, our variety show. We are now in the process of rehearsing for that variety show. We're going to invite everybody to come out and see us on December the 8th. That's when we're going to see Matt do his thing. Matt is going to be performing. We have a lot of solos, duets, and group performances, and we give our members a chance to, like I said, to show in a real way the extent to which they have skills, talents that some of us oftentimes take for granted. So come on out and see our members beyond their disability perform as you have never seen before.
Yeah, we do have to wrap up this segment. We've got about 2 minutes over, but we have so much exciting stuff to talk about. It's hard to wrap it up. Before we wrap it up, I just want to say your art class, you do walk out of there with a masterpiece. Riley is a phenomenal painter. Riley?
Wow, hip hop Riley!
Phenomenal painter. Last week,
Riley.
she came home with a Rembrandt. She did this gorgeous flower vase.
Yes.
The colors were phenomenal. Mara helped her. It was absolutely amazing watching her bond as well. But this is something that you guys should definitely check out. You don't have to have a disability to come down to the Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada. You just have to want to do it, right?
Yes.
Am I correct?
Just want to be a part of the family.
Come down and volunteer. Come see what they're about. Join the excitement and feel the love. You will be so happy that you did. You will be so happy.
We need as many as we can people from the committee to come and volunteer. We work closer with our most oftentimes our partners from Bishop Bowman High School. They do a fantastic job for us. But we're inviting every member from all walks of life. Come and be a part of what is happening here to help us in our goal to maximize the potential of our members. And you will walk out of here as well different than you did walking in. You will be inspired, enriched, and be even that much more.
You'll be glowing. You'll be glowing.
Absolutely.
You absolutely will be glowing. You'll be the best version of yourself. I guarantee it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's a term that Sophia came up with. Look at us. You will see us. We are just another version of yourself. When you walk out of here, like you said.
It's true.
Absolutely. You will be fantastic and you will be as pleased and maybe even surprised.
Very, very much so.
Yes.
It's just an incredible feeling. We get it every time we walk in and out of the doors here and around these people. So if you want that feeling or you don't know what you're missing, come on down. Get on their website, their Instagram, check them out, and come and volunteer. Be part of the love.
And thanks to 702 Sports on the sideline, in the house. Give it up one more time, guys.
Thank you, guys.
702 Sports on the sideline. Appreciate you.
So we're wrapping up segment 2. We'll be back for segment 3 for sports, baby. Yeah!
And thank you so much for coming back to 702 Sports on the sideline. Produced and created by Creation for Cause. Proud partners with the school district, CCSD, and BGC Sports Network. And guess what? I am here with my special guest, Matt. Is that your name, Matt?
Yep.
And Matt, I heard the sport you like is wrestling.
That's right.
Talk to me about it.
So real quick, I love wrestling so much. So I went to Las Vegas CW Collision, or in the SGR, and Frank Johnson asked me to drink, and I think he's doing gas movement. I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long you been wrestling?
A lot.
What's your favorite move?
Suplex.
I knew he was going to say that to suplex.
Or I would do gas movement, or WK chair move.
From Matt, because I am not a wrestler, as what I learned from Matt, those cool moves.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Right now, my favorite one, the wrestler, is Daniel Garcia.
Okay.
Daniel Garcia.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's talk about the Colts. Let's talk about the Colts, and they were winning that game and gave up the game to the Houston Texans. BGC Sports Network, Houston Texans, CJ Stroud. But the Colts are in a good division. That was a division loss, but the rematch, I know you're expected to that, right? I mean, you're
expecting a rematch. They didn't finish the game out how they started and close it out. They played well for 3 quarters, but they gave up at the end. You know, sports is really about how you finish, it's not how you start.
4 quarters.
So the Colts, you know, they'll start off okay, but they'll be okay at the end. I'm still rooting for them.
It's a long season. That's the thing with the NFL is.
And now, you know, he is from Indiana, so he is a true Indiana Colt. Cornbread, fed brother Colts. That is impressive, especially with us being out over here on the West Coast. To me, somebody from the Midwest like yourself that look like you could be playing for the Colts, Mark.
You know,
Played basketball.
yeah. So I did.
Oh, you play basketball?
Talk about your basketball.
I played basketball. I'm bigger now, but I played at the University of Utah. I was an Indiana All-Star. I finished up second in Mr. Basketball.
Wow, second to Mr. Basketball.
Yeah. So when I came out, I ended up signing up with the Charlotte Hornets. I played 2 years for the Charlotte Hornets, and then went over and played 9 years overseas.
Wow.
Currently, I was just awarded at the NBA Summer League for my community services.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Wow.
It doesn't even
Wow.
stop there.
Wow.
Tell me about this line.
So
Tell me.
Also, I have a basketball house. I'm Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame. My wife is in the Mexico Basketball Hall of Fame. She played at USC.
Wow.
She currently is a principal at Valley High School.
Wow.
She attends all our community events. We're big advocates for Down syndrome. She takes all my videos and stuff. So I have a basketball family. And I got a son. I'm trying to get him out there, but he's a little lazy.
Wow. That is great. I'm so impressed. Wow.
You want to win that the Colts?
Yeah.
Baby, my idea. My team was the Bucks. My team versus the Colts.
Right.
This week.
Okay. All right.
So I have a brother. I actually get a lot of people ask me where I get my ring from. And in 2010, my brother was a high school football coach in Oceanside, California. He coached junior at SEA. He won 13 state championships. So in 2010, when I was inducted to the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame, he gave me his ring. So that's my brother's ring. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Mark? I want to know, like in the NBA, what was the toughest player you played against for the time you played?
Actually, you know, it's so funny because I'm 6'4". When I went to the Charlotte Hornets, I had to play against Muggsy Bogues, and he's 5'3". He was the hardest thing to try to check. People say size in the NBA is so big, but the size for that little guy was amazing. We couldn't hold him down. Muggsy Bogues. When I was there, they had Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning.
Just going to say that,
was the years that I tried out. But yeah, Muggsy Bogues was the glue to that team. Actually, he was the captain.
I love much what you know.
Wow.
And then mine's the Rebels. So my city meet the Rebels. Right?
Go Rebels.
And
Go
then
Rebels.
we have pizza there, and then autograph for the Rebels. We start Rebels again this year. We're moving to a group, and we turn the Rebels on you want to, or don't join the rental.
Okay. Wonderful.
I am honored. Can you believe that? We were sitting here, Mr. Indiana, and an NBA player. You never know what you're going to get in 702 Sports. That's why you always got to stay tuned. But let's go into this college football preview. UNLV has a big game. When was the last time that we heard everybody, UNLV, to have an ESPN game? They're on ESPN this Friday at Kansas. Great game. They're a 7-point underdog. Let's root our hometown Rebels to get this win.
3-0. Let's go 3-0.
3-0.
Say
Rebels! Let's go, because this game right here, Kansas is 2-0, UNLV's 2-0. And for them being on the road for these first two games is a big game. I just hope they don't get gassed out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Of just being on the road. Let's go ahead and root our Rebels in. Friday, 4 o'clock, ESPN. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know it's no later than 5.
I can agree.
No, it's 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock?
Well,
4
1 o'clock here in the West Coast.
1 o'clock East Coast, 4 o'clock our time?
I think I could be wrong on that. Maybe it's 4.
Okay, but it's 4 o'clock. If it's 4 o'clock Pacific, it's 1 o'clock East. So check out our Rebels. See if they go 3-0 at Kansas. Now, another game that's good now. Now, I did spend some time in school at UNR in Reno. Me in '89. Okay, so here it is. Play for their junior city team basketball. Second string point guard. I got my little 10 minutes of fame. My little 10 minutes, 1 basket, 1 steal, and 2 rebounds. That's all I needed at 19 years old. But look, we got Nevada, who's 1-1. They're decent. Okay, they just lost to Georgia Southern last week. but they go and play Minnesota. And Minnesota is 1-1. They lost to North Carolina. Nevada is a 17-point underdog. I mean, for people who don't know, that's over 2 touchdowns. But to me, let's root Nevada, who is doing good at 1-1, to get this road win at Minnesota. Let's go Wolfpack! Thank you, everybody. You know my alma mater. I love it.
So,
I love it. Then we got excuse me real quick, man. We got #1 Georgia at Kentucky. You like college football?
I do.
You know, Georgia they were almost about to go for a 3-peat, but they got knocked off last year.
They're gonna blow out Kentucky.
Are they gonna blow out Kentucky?
Yeah.
All right. You heard it right there. Georgia ranked #1.
So right now, everything said this. I do the list to win at football on Sunday, and to do a Super Bowl to win.
Okay, wonderful. Okay. Take away, Big Al.
Now our last game is, I mean, it's not a sexy game, but it's a non-conference game that you really never see an SEC school going to play a Big Ten school. So it's Alabama, who's 2-0, who's doing good with the new head coach DeBoer from Washington. They go to Wisconsin, and I just think that game's going to be a great game.
Should be a good game. I think Alabama still wins it, but it's a tough place to play in Wisconsin.
Tough play. I mean, Wisconsin's undefeated too. Mm-hmm. So let's slide NCAA off and let's go to NFL. The pigskin that counts. Let's go. Raiders now going to the Ravens. Raiders have a loss. Ravens have a loss.
I feel bad for the Raiders because, we didn't get a chance to talk much about the Ravens game, but the Ravens played tough against the Chiefs. They went toe-to-toe with the Chiefs at Kansas City. They're at home. They need this win. I don't know, man. I think they're going to beat the Raiders easily, probably by double digits. Oh no, and I'm not. And I'm not trying to say I don't want the Raiders to win. That's going to be tough to go to Baltimore when Baltimore is going to be kind of.
I'm looking for Raiders to step up their game. In spite of what we saw last week, that Baltimore played a good game. But I'm looking for Raiders to step up their game. I'm looking for. Where's my mic?
Need the microphone.
Where's my mic? Here's my mic. I am looking for Raiders to step up their game this time, and I think they have a good camaraderie on the field. They're playing as a team, and like I said, as Mark said earlier, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And this second game in the season, they're gonna show you how they're gonna finish. Go Raiders! Go Raiders!
Well, they're going to need all their fans, I would say.
They're going to need all of them.
So I got the red shirt says Kansas City with Taylor Farmer in it.
We got another good game. Is Bears at Texans, and that's a good game because Khalid Williams, Bears just had a win. They didn't do good offensively. Go down to the Texans. The Texans are very good. They're at home. It's their home opener. Yep. Texans just beat the Colts. They were down, but they barely scratched it and got the win. So I think that is going to be the sexy game to watch. Bears and Texans. But let's not forget about this division game that's coming up Thursday. The Bills at Miami, especially the way how we all know how Tyreek Hill got treated on the way going to
And actually, I think it's interesting with that game because both teams were down early and had to come back. And I can't remember which team was down more. Buffalo was definitely, I think they were down at least 14 points.
To the Cardinals.
And at home and came back. So that should be, it's at Miami. So it's early. It's going to be hot in South Florida. So, I don't know how well the Bills will be able to hang, but it's going to be a good game. You got to like Miami out.
And that game's Thursday. So that's going to be a great game to watch. Everybody in the country is going to be watching it. And last but not least, Riley's team against my team, the Saints. Who that? Who gonna beat them Saints, girl?
And I gotta tell you, we're talking about the Saints. Carr played great last week. I was impressed how he threw the ball all over the field. Like he had some great throws in that game. So the Saints looked. I know it wasn't as good of an opponent, but they won handily. So that'll be a tough place to go into Dallas and play. And Dallas is playing great
Remember
football.
last year we were talking. Dallas was undefeated at home until they played Green Bay in the playoffs.
Yep.
So the Cowboys, BGC Sports Network. I'm going with the Cowboys and Texans to take care of what they need to take care of. 702 is down with you. Hook 'em horns. So other than that, we got to wrap up this show. This great show we had with Mr. Peter Whittingham.
Yeah, and make sure to follow and like. Make sure to follow and like 702 Sports.
We also
Anywhere
want to
you
thank
get.
the Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada for having us here. And we're going to give you more great shows from here. So stick to 702 Sports on the sideline. Produced and created by Creation Cause.